NATO's purpose is to guarantee the freedom and security of its members through political and military means. To achieve its military objectives, NATO relies on sea, land, and air forces from contributing member nations. These forces participate in a wide variety of NATO exercises and operations. To provide mission control of these forces, NATO has command and force structure organizations. These structures are permanently manned by joint staffs of personnel from contributing countries. Providing mission-ready personnel for these commands is the responsibility of various national support elements of the member states. Filling that role for the United States Army is the United States Army NATO Brigade. The United States Army NATO ensures readiness of roughly 800 U.S. Army personnel assigned as peacetime establishment to 38 NATO organizations. The PE soldiers assigned to NATO fill various roles across NATO, including staff and command positions, and take their day-to-day direction from their NATO chain of command. Supporting these soldiers is a cadre of 250 NSC soldiers who serve in 2 battalions, Allied Forces North and Allied Forces South. Allied Forces North is responsible for support NATO organizations in Northern Europe, while AF South Battalion is responsible for Southern Europe and the United States. Additionally, United States Army NATO supports about 70 military personnel exchange programs and schools of other nation soldiers and their families at 60 locations in 12 countries. U.S. Army NATO focuses along 3 lines of effort: people, readiness, and organizational effectiveness. While NATO organizations fulfill the responsibilities of unit and organizational readiness, the individual readiness of our people, U.S. soldiers, and their families falls on the shoulders of USA NATO, and it is the brigade's top priority. Individual readiness includes a variety of requirements, including mandatory training, medical readiness, and administrative readiness. One of the challenges facing USA NATO is a geographical dispersion of its personnel at 82 locations across 22 nations. Overcoming these challenges require an effective organization that maximizes limited resources to deliver the right training to the right soldier at the right time. Another important aspect of readiness is family readiness. Unless soldiers' families are well cared for, those soldiers can't focus on the critical missions NATO gives them. For USA NATO, this means helping to make sure that resources are available to meet all of the needs of families, including housing, medical, administrative, and other basic needs. A NATO assignment is a unique opportunity for U.S. soldiers. To maximize this opportunity, USA NATO holds a variety of events to foster development. Staff Rise, Leader Summits, and other similar events help to expand the professional growth of USA NATO personnel while taking advantage of unique opportunities here in Europe. By balancing these lines of effort and finding creative solutions to challenging problems, USA NATO fulfills its responsibility to provide trained and ready U.S. Army personnel to the NATO alliance. 1,000 personnel at 82 locations across 22 countries, 2 battalions, 1 brigade, the United States Army NATO Brigade.